Assalamualaikum, hi everyone, and my lecturer is Dr. Rahman. Okay, today my group will present about Bursa Malaysia. We chose Bursa Malaysia as our case study topics. So I will introduce my group members. Rahim bin Zahari, Syafiqa Binti Azmi, and me, Hafizah Binti Azman. Okay, the contents my group will present. You can read right there.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. Firstly, I would like to talk about corporate governance policy and practice. Corporate governance policy and practice are basically set in place to establish the rules of conduct within an organization. Formalized and documented internal policies, standards, and procedures are in place to ensure compliance with internal control and relevant laws and regulations. A list of identified laws and regulations applicable to Bursa Malaysia is documented and maintained to facilitate compliance. Regular reviews are performed to ensure that documentation remain current and relevant. Common group policies are available on Bursa Malaysia for easy access by the employee. The example of policies, code, and manual are system or operational, IT security policy, manual compliance, and code of ethics.
So next I will show you organizational charts of Bursa Malaysia. So as you can see there, the highest one is Chief Executive Officer, which is CEO of Bursa Malaysia. And then they have a corporate governance and secretarial, internal audit, risk compliance, commercial and development, operation, regulation, finance and corporate services, corporate strategy, human resources, sustainability. You can see that commercial and development and operation, they have a subs under their positions.
I will present about board composition and nature and risk management policy and practice. In Bursa Malaysia, there are 10 directors on the board, which is there are 9 independent non-executive directors and 1 executive director who was also the CEO of the company. The board recognized the benefit of having a diverse board to ensure that the mix and profiles of the board member in terms of age, ethnicity, and gender provide the necessary rich perspective and experience and expertise. In Bursa Malaysia, there are Nomination and Remuneration Committee (NRC). They will conduct an annual review of its size and composition, sufficient diversity with indicate elements that fit the company's objective and strategic goals, to determine if the board has the right size, develop a structure plan to ensure an effective and smooth handover of the function to the new CEO. They also will conduct a board effectiveness evaluation (BBE). They will conduct by way of questionnaire which was issued to the board and committee members. External consultants will help them to conduct this BBE. The board has placed 2 policies. The first policy is 9 years policy for its NEDC, and the second is diversity policy. This policy will set out the board's policy of having at least 30% women directors on the board. Next, we will move to risk management policy and practice. The board of directors of Bursa Malaysia is committed to maintaining a sound internal control and risk management systems. Each business unit has implemented its own control process under the leadership of CEO. One of the key features of the risk management framework is implementation of 3 lines. First line is for senior management, management committee members, and divisional heads. For this line, they will accountable for all risks assigned under their respective areas of responsibility. Second line, this line is for the risk and compliance, RC teams and management risk and audit committee and RMAC. For this line, they will monitoring the risk and approving matters within its authority for implementation across the group. And the last line is third line. This line is for internal audit and audit committee. They will providing assurance on the effectiveness of the enterprise risk governance framework. There are four categories for the enterprise risk management. First, management of operational risk. Second, management of financial risk. Third, management of strategic risk. And the last one is management of legal and regulatory risk.
Next is I would like to talk about corporate governance, internal control. Internal control are practical aspects of corporate governance. They are the policies and procedures that a firm uses to ensure compliance with its own moral codes. The system of internal control is defined as an action taken by the board and management to manage risk and increase the likelihood that established goals will be achieved. Internal control encompasses all types of control, including those of financial, operational, environmental, and compliance nature. Some examples of key internal control processes are separation of commercial and regulatory function, authority and responsibility, planning, monitoring and reporting, policy and procedure, and etc. That's all.
Okay, the next one is corporate social responsibility practices, which is CSR practice. Okay, Bursa Malaysia believes in sustainability to ensure the market continues to attract the attention and participation investors, issuers, and intermediaries. The first one is contributing the community. Okay, the foundation is the Bursa Malaysia that focusing on initiatives that support education and enriching the lives of the underprivileged. Their commitment is to youth development is designed to increase awareness of the stock market, create a larger base of young, well-informed investors and development talents for the industry in the future. Yes, marketplace. Okay, Bursa Malaysia focus on working with the industry to ensure that knowledge, information, and timely disclosures are available to aid investors in their investment decisions. They also ensuring that disclosures are made in a timely manner to all market participants and investors. And also in the marketplace, they hold dialogues, forums, and seminars to ensure that company directors can perform their duties and responsibilities effectively and introduce guidance on corporate governance to help corporate directors to improve the standard of corporate governance practice in their organizations. We move to the employees and workplace. Okay. It strives for a balanced work life as well as inculcate a learning culture among Bursa employees. So they establish a learning and development framework which acts a reference point for future training initiative, and they have provide a portal for e-learning to staff members. So since before this we have a pandemics, so their staff can refer to the future training initiative within only e-learnings in Bursa Malaysia. Over 300 trees at the Lining Rimba Bursa Malaysia located at Kepong Metropolitan Park in May 2009. They also took a proactive approach to the greening of the environment in collaboration with the employees and other bodies, which is other staff or top management. And also they consume energy and resources, so they closely monitor and consumption. And the last one is championing CSR and sustainability. Okay, participate in events and forums locally and internationally, which encourage awareness of CSR and the need for corporate entities to conduct their activities in a sustainable manner so they can improve one by one for their CSR practice and can help others. Is our last content, which is an issue related to corporate governance in Bursa Malaysia. So as you can see, I already picked two issues, which is Bursa Malaysia trading disruption caused by technical issues, and another one is Bursa chairman's appointment revoke over governance issues. Okay, we will go through for the first one is Bursa Malaysia said the disruption was caused by a technical issue that triggered the trading halt in the equities market. So then, Muhammad Umar said the problem was an isolated technical incident and the team is taking the appropriate action to implement measures that will prevent recurrence of this issue in the future to happen again. So, so we can see that this Bursa Malaysia and the team management and also the staff employees will take the responsibility to know what happened in their company. Okay, so the next one is Bursa chairman's appointment revoked over governance issues. So the Datuk Azhara has been removed from her position as Bursa Malaysia chairman by the finance minister over governance issues. So they say that Datuk Syed have a problems in over corporate governance. I don't know. So the SC said the power to appoint and remove a public interest director and chairman Bursa Malaysia rests with the finance minister only, as provided in the Capital Markets and Service Act 2017 CMSA. Because only finance minister have power to remove the director or chairman in Bursa Malaysia. Corporate governance practices in their company. This is because they need a consistency between top management and also their employees to keep on manage the company with responsibilities and also thinking outside the box what will happen if they have problems. That's all. Thank you for listening, everyone.